Do you give yourself a hard time every time you make a mistake? Do you find yourself constantly refining that project or homework or draft that you are working on with the fear that you might make a mistake? Or do you stop yourself from doing something you really want for the fear of making mistakes? Let's have a conversation today and find out how powerful and positive mistakes are in our lives. Today, in the power of spiritual artistry. As technology advances, our ability to make things that look and sound better gets easier every day. But that also affects our tolerance for mediocrity and poor quality. So, we want our Instagram posts to look like a movie directed by Spielberg or Scorsese. And when it doesn't, we tend to be hard on ourselves. For some reason, we have been conditioned to reject our first natural thought that tells us we did our best. But instead, we think of the mistakes we made, to the point where there are occasions we measure the success of an endeavor by the least amount of mistakes we make. Is it possible we could rethink the effect mistakes have in our lives? Could we see mistakes as an incentive to learn from something? Can we see mistakes as a positive thing and embrace them with gratitude when they happen? I think we can, and I think we will. I believe as a society, and even individually, we are waking up and seeing reality differently. We can start seeing mistakes as the things that lead us to places of magic and discovery. We can put behind us the attitude of guilt and unworthiness. Our mistakes make us better and more. A study through MRI found that mistakes can make us feel good if we follow up and give our brains a chance to learn from it. And there are other benefits from making mistakes. They make you smarter by giving you an incentive to push yourself and learn something new. They help you learn faster. When we fail at something, we usually try again faster in other attempts. Mistakes can also serve your neuroplasticity and exercise those parts of your brains that are dormant, making you more mentally agile. On the contrary, if you avoid mistakes, you miss out on many things. You will definitely lose the experience and thus mess with your sense of security. You cannot get to be successful without first learning from your mistakes or the mistakes of those around you. Also, when you avoid mistakes, you are not only listening to the negative voices in your head, but you are also vibrating in the frequency of fear, which will always take you to the path away from the light and into the darkness. And this, my friends, this is what it's all about. The more we vibrate in the frequency of love, the more we move closer to being one with God. So, let's prepare an intention and get rid of our fear to make mistakes. Let's share a brief meditation together. Go to your comfort space. Pay attention to your breathing. If you prefer, close your eyes. Take a couple of deep breaths, and with each deep breath, go deeper into yourself. Another one, and another deep breath, and the noises fade away. Now, try to think of something you keep trying, and it is challenging you. See yourself from the archives of your memories. See yourself doing this activity. Pay attention especially when you seem to be failing or what your idea of failing might be. Remember the feelings that those failures provoked in you. It is like seeing a replay of your life. Now, let's pay special attention to that moment when we make that mistake. What is the feeling that comes up? Let us put a color to that feeling. How about red? Is this feeling why this activity is still challenging us? Now, let's try something new. Let's change this feeling for one of curiosity. And let's color this one blue. Now see yourself performing this activity again. But now, instead of red coming off, it's kind of more blue. The outcome is the same, but the feeling is different, right? Now let's do it again in our imaginations. And see how this blue is getting stronger and bigger. Make a distinction in your mind between the red feeling and the blue feeling. See how the bluer the situation gets, the less challenging it becomes. Now, keep seeing this until the answer is right in front of you and the situation is resolved. Feel the gratitude of another challenge being overcome. Now express this gratitude. Express it out loud. Just say thank you out loud and bring this spiritual binding to a physical plane. When you're ready, come back to your breath. Pay attention to your body and come back. Thank you for joining us. I'm Reverend Tuto, and this is the power of spiritual artistry. Until next time.